This is where talented YouTubers show off their cool little intros, but this is Dark Matter Workshop, so... Welcome to the workshop. My name is Gert and I am not the one to pass up on an awesome collaboration, especially if it involves stealing the toys of your children. We've got the awesome Billmakingstuff, Knarbmakes, CC Minis up in this big female dog. The links are below as usual. We've got steampunk, an industrial My Little Pony, an awesome monster, and I made this for my kids. I'm getting into D&D with my 9-year-old and her little niece, and I am not holding back. They get to fight monsters, they get to fight disgusting things, including stuff like this, an emissary of hate, or whatever, I don't know. I'm just getting into this game. What would you call it? If you've got like an idea for some cool rules in for the tip 1 when stealing the toys of your children, don't. I borrowed a couple of dolls and I made a mold out of their faces with blue stuff. I'm using cheap and easy air drying clay to fill up the molds. Give the clay a good knead and press firmly into the molds. For the bases I'm going to recuperate some old 3mm MDF bases. So the face is sticking to the base. That's a phrase you don't hear every day. Let's add some more details and clean up the sculpt here and there. Ears. Let's add more details. So this bad boy is going to be the biggest level of the boss, level 4. It's going to start off with just one ear, and I want to give the impression how this is some type of watcher, some type of being or creature that is hyper aware of its surroundings and is able to listen and pick up details over vast distances. Okay, it's quite literal, but I say if you're going to go overboard in a big way. It's going to fit in nicely with my horror-inspired terrain. Thinking about doing some type of blood temple. What do you guys say? Air drying clay has a tendency to crack. Awesome! Instant texturing. We're gonna add some more texture. My favorite PVA glue trick. PVA glue, super glue, mixed. Gives this wonderful fleshy texture that I'm a big fan of. If you've been following this channel for a while, you might have seen this before. all dry, time for another layer of texture. I'm going to use fine pumice medium. This is just basically finely ground up pumice mixed in with some kind of medium that is going to shrink. Shrink not being the entirely correct word here, it's hard to describe, but it's great for blending stuff together, and yet it kind of disappears. Yeah, well, in short, it's great to blend these kinds of things together. I want the face to be melting into the soil. It's having a really bad effect on its environment, which is something I want to show in the paint job. Yay! Probably my favorite step. You see everything coming again nicely. We start off with a gray primer over the entire model. We're going to keep it light. We're going to keep it airy. Yeah, airy. That's the perfect description. The base coats are aged white and a dry brush of plain white on top of it. For some experimentation, I bought this crackle medium. Experimenting is fun, an integral part to our hobby. I think I applied it correctly, but because of the next layer that I'm going to apply, it's kind of messed up. However, the effect is subtle yet pretty cool, as you will see. I applied it to everywhere where I want the crackle effect to appear, and then I let it dry thoroughly. My god, are these expensive. However, before I try alternatives, I want to feel the original stuff. I want to see what it can do, how it behaves. So contrast paints, I bought a couple of colors that I've used in previous projects. I'm going to use these now some more. Just one color, contrast medium. And with these two, I'm going to create a gradient that is, in my opinion, pretty effective. However, I've noticed the contrast medium to have an effect on the crackle medium. Doesn't matter, I think this result is pretty cool with just one color. Time to add some more contrast. So the weathering stage is all done. It's time to reapply a bunch of highlights. We are going to use our base colors again, meaning old white and just simple plain white. And we're going to highlight all the raised areas of the model, the lips, the nose, the eyes, the ears. Final painting step, I want more contrast, so I'm going to reapply some black at the sides with my airbrush. These beings have a very bad effect on their surroundings, that's why I chose black. And the very final painting step is a layer of red and black ink on the eyes that aren't really eyes, but hey, we can do whatever we want. Big shout out to Mr. Bo Algren, my new patron. Links below if you want to support. Also links below, of course, for the videos for my awesome collaborators. I basically love all of them. Thank you all very much for watching. I see you very soon here on Dark Matter Workshop. Bye.